Don't miss any content. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell.
Hey guys, welcome back to Sahara Football. It's a fine morning here. We're going to talk more football. I'm your host as usual, Selassie Fiawe, and I'm here to bring you the latest in the world of sports locally and across the world. I'm going to talk to you today about Emmanuel Boateng. He has spoken after his first training session with DALIAN YIFANG in China. We'll hear from him. We'll also hear from Coach Asante Kotoko following that devastating loss, 3-1 loss to NKANA FC. It was really sad. Asante Kotoko could not emerge from that game triumphant. They lost 3-1, and this Sunday they'll be playing NKANA FC. We'll hear from Asante Kotoko. We'll get news on the normalization committee. They have emphatically denied the rumors going round that they have presented a $7.2 million budget to the government and the sports ministry for the AFCON 2019. We'll see what they presented. We'll also talk about the normalization committee and the Ghana League Clubs Association. They have held a meeting with the sports ministry coming in to step in for the special competition. The problems they had with the finances, I think, have been sorted now. We'll read the official statement that was released by the sports ministry concerning that. So that's what I'll be bringing you today. If you are new to the channel, I advise you to subscribe to this channel and click on the notification bell to get more updates. So let me just get right into it. I'll start off with Emmanuel Boateng. Now, Emmanuel Boateng, we all know, left Levante last week. I brought you the story here, and he has moved to DALIAN YIFANG in China. So he had his first training session yesterday. And it was quite interesting. You can see him here in your pictures having a warm-up with his teammates. Now the story says Ghana Black Star striker Emmanuel Boateng has begun training with his new Chinese Super League club DALIAN YIFANG ahead of the upcoming season. DALIAN YIFANG signed the 22-year-old from Spanish side Levante for 10 million euros. This is what Emmanuel Boateng said. It's a beautiful city and the fans of the club are amazing. Training with them for the first time was exciting. I was warmly welcomed by my teammates. Everyone looks glad to see me around. The first day of training with DALIAN YIFANG was great. I want to leave a mark at the club. Now, Emmanuel Boateng scored 8 goals in 48 appearances for Levante and is looking to offer more to his new club. He is expected to make his debut this Sunday when his club faces Henan Jianye in the league opener. The Chinese league will start this weekend, and Emmanuel Boateng is looking to take part in the opening game this Sunday. Great move by Emmanuel Boateng, and many people were not in support of it. He wants more playing time with AFCON 2019 beckoning, and I understand him in a way. So to my next story, speaking of AFCON 2019, normalization committee were rumored to have given a budget to the government and the sports ministry for $7.2 million, which would have been the biggest ever budget for an African Cup of Nations tournament, and they have come out to emphatically deny it. They said no, that is not the case. At the right time, they will bring out the right budget. Let me read the story to you. The story says the normalization committee of the Ghana Football Association has denied media reports claiming that they have presented a budget of $7.2 million to the government for Black Stars participation at the AFCON 2019 in Egypt. Now, the statement signed by Dan Kwekuyeboa, spokesperson of the committee, said, "We wish to state unambiguously that the said publications are false. The normalization committee has not submitted any budget to the government for the impending competition and would like to alert the general public to disregard such reports." It stated. That's what Dan Kwekuyeboa said. It said reports that per diem of the Black Stars have been increased from 100 to 150 was also untrue. Now, it said the public is hereby informed that at the appropriate time, the approved budget for the AFCON 2019 will be announced soon. Black Stars will be hoping to win the continental tournament for the first time since 1982. So no budget has been presented yet. I don't know where those reports emerged from. When the right budget and the right reports come out, we'll let you guys know, because from here they are saying that they did not present anything as such to the government, and it's false news, fake news, as it's being placed up late. So Asante Kotoko, we all know, lost on Sunday to NKANA FC at home. They lost 3-1, and it was quite surprising to see them capitulate there in the end after pulling the goal back. SOGNE Yakubu's free kick. One would have thought that they would have tightened up at the back and tried to go on for the winner. But as the saying goes, you are most vulnerable when you just score. The game proved that really much. After scoring their goal a few minutes later, they conceded again, and then the lapse in concentration. Amos Frimpong lapse in concentration, not to blame him per se, but a lapse in concentration caused that second goal, and subsequently the third goal, a player was left free. So Asante Kotoko have left their hotel now. They're on their way. They'll pass through Ethiopia and they'll be back in Accra very soon. So the story says Kotoko have left the Milford Hotel in Kitwe as they set off on their journey back to Accra, Ghana, through Malawi and Ethiopia. The team is on a bus to Simon Moasa Kapwepwe International Airport in Ndola, Zambia, from where it will depart to Malawi in the afternoon. The contingent will change flight at the Southern Africa country before it leaves for Ethiopia. Will arrive at the Bole International Airport, Addis Ababa, in the evening and would spend the night in the Ethiopian capital. Now, the team departs Addis Ababa on Tuesday morning with a flight that is expected to touch down at the Kotoka International Airport around midday. Now, the Porcupines have been in Zambia since Thursday and are now leaving, having honored the third group game of the CAF Confederations Cup against NKANA FC. They lost in that game, as we all are well aware. The Porcupine Warriors were 3-1 losers in the game and head to Ghana to prepare ahead of the reverse fixture at the Baba Yara Sports Stadium on Sunday. So that is it with Kumasi Asante Kotoko. They have lost that game. They lost that game to NKANA FC. We're going to hear now from Coach CK Akono after the loss to NKANA FC. Let's have a listen to Coach CK Akono.
Yeah, it is a setback. We have too much hope for today. We were hopeful that definitely we were going to get something out of it because we had watched the opponents very well and we knew if we had done things right, we would have gotten something out of the game. However, that didn't happen. It's about focus. We need to focus. The next two games is our home matches. We will have to win, but it's important that we are there. You know, if we play the way we play today, it will be a problem. Because the opponent is a team that works within the area, and we will not go to the end of also against Al Hilal. They're also similar situation. So it's important for us, to be focused and do a good job.
So that was Coach CK Akono there. I don't think he was in the best of spirits. Most of the players are really down and they have to bounce back immediately. We have 2 consecutive home games against NKANA FC, and the next game against Al Hilal will be there with the next game at home, and we have to find a way to win all those games, those 2 games, and get 6 points. 6 points added to our already 3 will be 9 points, and fight for a draw in the last game or win. That will send us through to the quarterfinal. It's going to be a really, really tough game, and we hope Kumasi Asante Kotoko find a point in the artillery to fight off NKANA FC in the second leg of this encounter, and subsequently Al Hilal, then finally ZESCO United. So those are the games that will be going on in the next 2 weeks. Kumasi Asante Kotoko will be playing at the Baba Yara Sports Stadium for 2 weeks in a row, and we hope that they capitalize on that and get the win for us so that we can move to the next round of the competition. Now to my next story. And it's still Kumasi Asante Kotoko. It says here, Kotoko midfielder Martin Antwi confident Songi Yakuba will score more goals after his jinx against NKANA FC. You remember Songi Yakuba was being heavily criticized, which I didn't understand because he was providing assists. He was being heavily criticized because he wasn't scoring goals. He scored for the first time and Kotoko lost. So would you guys have preferred Songi Yakuba stop scoring, providing assists so that Kotoko can win? I don't know, but that is just by the side. And this is what Martin Antwi said. Asante Kotoko midfielder Martin Antwi praised Burkina Bay forward Songi Yakuba after breaking his barren run of games without a goal. The 26-year-old expertly curled in an equalizer in the Porcupine Warriors in their 3-1 defeat to NKANA FC in the CAF Confederations Cup. According to Antwi, the goal brought huge relief to the attacker and hopes that will provide him with the confidence he needs to keep on scoring. Anyone who watched the game saw that we were all happy for Yakuba after he slotted in that beautiful free kick. Antwi told reported the pressure on him was huge after a running of games without a goal. Now we know that this is the first of many. We will continue to support him in every game to bring back his best form, he added. The defeat to NKANA leaves the Ghanaians giants at the bottom of the group with 3 points, and we have it all to do Kumasi Asante Kotoko. And breaking news, guys, NKANA FC and ZESCO United are interested in signing SOGNE YACOUBA. His contract with Kumasi Asante Kotoko ends in 2021. I don't know how these clubs are thinking they can get SOGNE YACOUBA at this time of the competition. Well, it's quite interesting. Let me know your thoughts on that. ZESCO United and NKANA FC are interested in SOGNE YACOUBA. So my final story is about the special competition, the normalization committee and the clubs. They have now finally come to an agreement. The special competition, there were some discrepancies between the clubs and the normalization committee. Now the Ministry of Youth and Sports stepped in, and it seems they have come to an agreement. This is the official statement that was released. It says, Ministry of Youth and Sports and the Parliamentary Select Committee meet GFA, Normalization Committee, and the Ghana League Clubs Association. Now the press statement reads, the Minister of Youth and Sports, Honorable Kwame Esiama, and the Parliamentary Select Committee of Youth and Sports and Culture, chaired by Honorable Alex Jacob, held a meeting with the GFA Normalization Committee of the Ghana Football Association and the Ghana League Clubs Association on Monday, 25th February 2019. Now, the meeting was entered on the special competition to be organized by the GFA Normalization Committee to precede the resumption of football-related activities in the country. The ministry is working closely with the GFA Normalization Committee and the clubs to draw up a roadmap for the competition, taking into consideration the enormous contributions from both sides. An announcement of the date of the commencement of the competition will be communicated to the public in due time. The ministry is grateful to the public for understanding and patience in this regard. So it looks like we'll be having that competition. Eventually we'll be having that competition, and as and when I get news on it, I'll let you guys know. So that has been it for today, bringing you updates on Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Emmanuel Boateng will having his first training session with YIFANG, and his first game will be this Sunday. Hopefully I'll bring you updates as and when I get them. So that has been it for today, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Enjoy your day.